Now, comes to deficit financing. Okay, now another concept, it's important because it's UPSC asked a question in 2013. It's a simple question. Normally, this is now not a feature. Earlier, government. See, I told you, the government can influence RBI because it is the central government bank. Okay, central bank of the country. Okay, earlier. So whenever the government want to borrow money, what it will ask is that extra borrowing money, it will ask the RBI to issue new currency, print new currency, and that money will be borrowed by the government. So that is not creating any discipline. So that will devalue, means that will lose, Indian money's value will be lost. So the value of the central bank will be lost. So that's why, in that way, RBI stopped doing that. But anyway, the concept of deficit financing, okay, now from the term itself it is very clear. What is deficit finance? You know what is deficit? Deficit means the expenditure is more than receipts. So in order to adjust the deficit, the money will be financed. So raising funds to meet the deficit is what is called as deficit financing. But there is a difference here. So this raising of money is by asking the central bank by creation of new money. So deficit financing is what? It is a financing to meet the deficit. But how it is being done? The government is meeting the deficit through creation of new money, creating new money. Who create new money in India? RBI, central bank of our country. Okay. So this deficit, the gap, how much is the difference between the expenditure and receipts? That is the deficit that will be borrowed, or that will not be, that money will be printed, that money will be created. Okay. So but in India, this money is mainly used for welfare purposes, economic development. Okay. So in India, earlier the main aim, so that's why how it influences RBI is that RBI will say, government will say that we don't have money. We need to spend for the development of our country, economic development. So cooperate with us. So earlier RBI used to do it, but RBI later on realized that okay, this is not the right way. RBI introduced new methods that I will discuss in money and banking. What we call it as ways and means advances. It's a new topic, so that need detailed explanation, which I will discuss in money and banking. Okay. So have an idea what is deficit financing? It is financing the budget deficit through creation of new money. And this money or this financing is, the main aim of this financing is to bring development or economic development for our country. It's a direct question, simple question. They asked, in India, deficit financing is used for raising resources for what? It is for economic development. It is for economic development. Now, see which budget it is? This is the figure. Union budget 2020-21. Okay, 1st February 2020 it was announced. Now for your, see all the terms which we have discussed. See, now remember one important thing, okay. 3 years when the finance minister present a budget, this is how the data will be released. Okay, so you have to look into, you have to see it is PIB. It's again government publication. Okay, so PIB data is most relevant from, actually all the newspaper copy from PIB only. Okay, now you see the year. See the year. The word see 2018-19 actuals. 1922 figures are there. And this is actually the budget. 2021 budget estimate. What it is saying? It is just an estimate for the coming year. See now, first we will see that, okay, 2021 budget estimate, you see it. What is the revenue receipts? 20 lakh, 20,000, 926 lakh crore. Okay, so, sorry, it is lakh, it's in crore only, you have to just add because it's lakh, 20 lakh only. It is 20 lakh crore, approximately 20 lakh crore. It is 20 lakh crore, approximately 20.2 lakh crore. Now what is the capital receipt? nearly 10 lakh crore. So what is the total receipts? 30.42 lakh crore. What is the total expenditure? Now it is clear for you. You don't get confused. That's why I told you how, that's why I explained you. This will be always be the same. Whatever is the figure, what is the total expenditure? That will be the total receipts also. See the every year, not only for this year, see. Just see. Now see the revenue deficit. It is 6 lakh crore. See the effective revenue deficit. See all these terms we know it. It is approximately 4 lakh crore. What is the fiscal deficit? It is 7.96 lakh crore. It was 3.5% of GDP. That changed. And what is the primary deficit? 88,000 crore. It means that, so how much? Nearly 7. See the borrowing of that financial year is 7,96,000. 7.96 lakh crore is we are borrowing. And more than 7 lakh 0.08 lakh crore we are spending only for interest payment. 7 lakh crore we are paying as interest. Yes. Oh, you got it. That is the problem. So if there is no interest, there is no need to borrow money. So but that figure is now it's only a dream. Now another thing. So this is actually the newspaper will only discuss that thing, budget estimate. But as an economics student, as a future civil servant, you need to know the real, what is actually happening. See, this is previous year budget estimate. So along with when the finance minister present the budget for the coming year, it also present the revised estimate of the previous year. Revised means, see, one was an estimate before the financial year. Now, see, 1920, she presented in 1st February. So 1920 is not still over. So 1920, 2 more months is there. So it is making a comparison. See, 1920 budget, see, now you will understand what is happening. 1920 budget estimate and revised estimate. What is the difference? See the difference. So there is a difference is there. In the revenue expenditure, in the expenditure, see in the expenditure, the budget estimate expenditure was 27.86 lakh crore. But actually what has happened? It is 26.98. Now, see, it is not showing the expenditure. Actually, what the finance minister have done is, she reduced capital expenditure. Not only, it is not her problem. This is how the finance minister does it. All the finance ministers, they cannot control revenue expenditure. They will control capital expenditure. So actually, there is nothing productive happening. By the government, they can't do anything. It's actually whatever happening is mainly because of private investment, not because of government is doing it, but this is what is happening. So why I am saying is that, see, another important thing, when 3 years figures will be there. One is the coming year, current year budget estimate and revised estimate, and the previous year actuals. This is the actual figure. Because this is also not revised estimate. Again, it's not correct because again 2 more months is there. So previous year actuals will be there. This is the actual figure. Now in this 2021 February budget, it will change. Here 1920 actuals, 2021 budget estimate, 2021. So this is actually the figure I am waiting for, not this one. The 2021 budget estimate and 2021 revised estimate. Now, so this figure is not able, so you have to copy it. I will share it in your speed economic group. You save it, not for data, for your understanding. You just use your notebook and this data when you write your prelims. You remember that? You know the date, no? Okay. So you can expect lot of questions, at least 3 to 4 questions from public finance because of Corona. Thanks to Corona for you. Sometimes, see, events makes questions. So the major event is regarding the public finance. It's entirely disturbed the public finance. So there was a lot of question in this mains. Just few GS3 economy, all were related with. There was a question on GST. It is actually public finance. There, public finance is there in your mains also. In mains, there is a topic called government budgeting. Means